Hi students, good morning. In this lesson 5, we learn about the plateau region. In that, we discussed about the location, climate, the central highland, the Deccan Plateau, rivers are flowing in that region and the importance of the plateau region. So, we can have a recall. At first, what we discussed? We discussed about the plateau. What do you mean by plateau? A plateau is an area of flat land that is higher than the land around it. It is like a tableland. A plateau is a raised, rocky and uneven land surface. The southern plateau comprises Malwa, Chota Nagpur and the Deccan Plateau. Malwa Plateau lies between the Vindhya and the Aravalli Hills. Chota Nagpur Plateau lies in the northeast and the Deccan Plateau lies between the Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats and the Satpura Hills. The plateau region is very hot and humid in summer and warm in winter. River Narmada and Tapti flow westwards. Rivers Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri flows eastwards and rivers Chambal, Betwa and Sen flow northwards in the plateau region. Jog Falls of Sharavati river in Karnataka is the highest waterfall in India. Now we can see the importance of the plateau region. The southern plateau is a storehouse of minerals like iron, coal, manganese, bauxite, aluminium, copper and limestone. The black soil formed by the lava emitted by the volcanoes is very fertile. I already said millions of years ago there's a volcano. It emits the lava and that lava it become very hard and that area is so fertile. Clear or not? And this fertile region is suitable for growing crops such as cotton, sugarcane, rice, millets and oil seeds. Multi-purpose dams across the large fast flowing rivers of this region are used for generating hydroelectricity, and this dam is used for multi-purpose in so many ways such as fishing and doing agriculture. The forests of the plateau region provide timber. The hill stations, wildlife sanctuaries and places of pilgrimage of this region attracts tourism. Now we are going to see the desert region. So tell me, what do you mean by desert region? What is desert? Whether it will be hot or cool? How the people will live? Where it is located? And what is the climate? And what is the physical divisions of a desert region? How the peoples are living in there? We are going to see now. A desert is an unproductive land which may be hot or cold. So, what do you mean by unproductive? Which means we can't able to produce anything in large amount. Clear or not? It is hot desert are dry and sandy. Cold desert are ice and dry. Both these deserts may be in hot or cold. We can't do agriculture and the people can't able to live there. Clear or not? If it is very hot, the people can't able to live and the plants can't grow and the people not able to survive. If it is very cool, that also the plant can't able to grow. Clear or not? Both these two deserts, maybe in hot desert or cold desert, the people can't able to live. So both these are called desert. Now we can say the Great Indian Desert. The Great Indian Desert known as the Thar. Keep it in your mind, Thar, Thar. It is a hot, dry and sandy land. What do you mean by very hot? It's very hot. That desert will be very hot and dry. Whether while it is rainy, it will be dry? No. It's so wet. If it is not rainy, that area will be so dry. Can you able to know the difference between this dry and the wet and the sandy land? Now, in this desert region, we are going to see the location, climate, physical features of the desert region, life in the desert region, and people of the desert region. Now, the first topic is location. Tell me where it is located. The Thar Desert is located in the northwest part of Rajasthan. Wow, Rajasthan. Where we can hear this Rajasthan name? We heard somewhere, isn't it? It is the largest state in India. Can you recall? This Rajasthan is the largest state. Then what is the smallest state? Goa. Yes. So, this Thar Desert is located in the northwest part of Rajasthan and to the west of Aravalli Hills. Aravalli Hill is there in the Rajasthan. Now, we can see the climate. The Thar Desert has a very hot and dry climate. The days are very hot and the nights are very cool. How these two changes are there in a single day? Tell me. Can you have a guess? Yeah, this soil is very loosey soil. Have you ever seen the desert soil anywhere? Yeah. Everyone went to Tiruchendur. That beach soil, how the beach soil is. It's a very loose soil, isn't it? So, like this same, the soil is there in the desert. Around early morning 6 o'clock, you are playing in the sea water. By 11 o'clock, you are coming back. How the soil will be while going, the soil will be very cool. While coming by 11 o'clock, how the soil is? It is very hot. Okay, like the same. It is a very loose soil. While the sun rises, the soil will absorb the heat very easily. Clear or not? When the sun sets, this heat will be released. The soil will release the heat easily. So what will happen when it releases the heat? It will be very cool. So these days are very hot and night becomes extremely cold. This is because sand absorbs and loses heat quickly. Summers are extremely hot and winters are very cool. During summer, a hot wind called Loo. What do you mean by Loo? Blow from the desert region towards the state of Uttar Pradesh and Delhi. There is a very low rainfall in this region. This is because the Aravalli Hills do not allow the moisture. What do you mean by moisture? In Tamil we will say Eerapadam, moisture. Okay, moisture laden winds to enter the desert. This Aravalli hill, it stops the moisture wind. Now we can see the physical features of the desert region. The desert is covered with a thick sheet of loosey sand. Strong winds called sandstorm. That a sandstorm is there. Okay. It is a very strong wind. Sometimes blow over the vast stretch of sand and shift it from one place to another. This sandstorms will come means it shifts the soil from one place to another. Okay, and what will happen? Then it will create a small hills called sand dunes. Clear? In this desert region, there are a few temporary streams and rivers formed due to rainfall, but they disappear in the sand. The only seasonal river that crosses the sandy desert is River Luni. So River Luni is a Luni. Luni is a seasonal river. It's a non-perennial river. So if it is a rain, the water is there in the desert. This river joins the Arabian Sea through the Rann of Kutch in the state of Gujarat. Wells are dug at places where underground water is found. They are protected from sandstorms by making high walls. When the sandstorm will come, what will happen? It will carry the soil along with it. So it throws the soil everywhere. That's why they are making the high walls around them. Such areas in the deserts where water is found and agriculture is carried out as called oasis. An oasis is an area in the desert where underground water comes to the surface and it may form like a lake or pond. Around this oasis, the plants will be so fertile. Vegetation in the Thar desert is scanty due to scarcity of water. Thorny shrubs, bushes which require less water. Date palm, cactus, thorny bushes and shrubs, these do not require much water to grow. It will store the water in the stem. Its roots are very long. Children, up to this, you all learned the location, climatic condition of the desert region. In the upcoming video, we can learn about the physical features, life in the people of desert region. Thank you children. Have a good day.